I'm Lucy with Rossmönster, and this is the latest Sprinter 170 4x4 to leave the shop. Exterior highlights of this vehicle, starting all the way in the front, include a California tuned front bumper with two Baja Designs LP6 amber fog lights on it. We also have a Sprinter 2500 4x4 rip kit, so we have upgraded wheels, tires, and suspensions. That's going to be a black Rhino Yellowstone wheel with a KO2 tire. We have a luminous tread plate Nerf bars down the side of the vehicle. We have a flip down happy hour table at that sliding door, as well as bug screens at the sliding and rear doors. All the way up top, we have a Fiamma awning. And then in the rear, we're going to have an Alvan Sherpa cargo carrier, as well as an illuminous ladder to get up to the roof on the other side of the vehicle. Let's step inside. Design highlights inside this build include a pine tongue and groove ceiling up top. Then all of our cabinetry is going to be slab door, so our uppers are white painted and our lowers are going to be maple slab door. Our countertop here is going to be sandstone Corian. We have a copper rose backsplash, and then our floor is going to be scratch stone. Lastly, our dinette here is going to be upholstered in Crest Leather. When it comes to layout, we have our galley predominantly down the passenger side of the vehicle. We have our dinette here on the driver's side. That's going to house a bunch of our storage and also turn into a little day bed. As we move rearward, we have our wet bath as well as our dry flush toilet. Some more storage with our closet here. Then we have our fixed bed in the rear, and that's going to be over top of our garage, which is going to house our plumbing and power systems. So I'm going to start in the front and we'll work our way back. In the front of the vehicle, we have our dinette. So this is going to be a nice place for two people to enjoy. A few fun features of this dinette is that both of our seat cushions are going to come up, so there's storage beneath both of those. Our dry flush toilet is going to be stored in this one, but it's accessible through the shower, so we'll get there when we go into the shower portion of the tour. This lagoon mount table can be swiveled in and out of the way. We can also drop it down between these two seats to make a nice little longer day bed area. Lastly, for this area, we have a 6-inch raised floor, so we can flip this up and you can access things from the top and have a little bit of additional storage there. On the passenger side of the vehicle, we have our galley. So as I mentioned, we have the Corian countertops. We have a 20-inch flip-up countertop extension to really make the most of the workable space in this galley. We have a 21 by 20 Ruvati Vino sink here. Underneath that, we're just going to have a bifold door that gets us a ton of storage underneath that sink. Moving rearward, we'll have a drawer bank. So these drawers are going to get progressively larger as we go down. We have a Cruise 200 Isotherm fridge and freezer, so separate doors for the fridge and the freezer, so that's great for longer trips or taking a few more people out on the road. We have the Empava 2-burner induction cooktop, that nice backsplash, and then a little bit more storage here with some adjustable shelves so they can kind of adjust as they figure out what they want to take out with them. Moving over to the driver's side, we have our wet bath. So this is going to be brushed aluminum walls with a stainless steel shower pan. We have a custom teak insert in here, so you're never going to have to stand in a puddle. We have the Nautilus self-cleaning retractable shower door. So as that closes, it's going to squeegee itself off. And then we also have a light in the shower so you can see everything that you're doing. Lastly, we have a nice hatch in here that actually allows us access to our dry flush toilet, which is going to be stored on these 500-pound locking slides. So we can pull this out when you need to use it and pop it right back in, out of sight, out of mind. This hatch is nice and sealed, so you don't have to worry about water getting in there. So that's a great option for taking a dry flush on the road, but not really wanting to give up the space for it. Moving beyond the wet bath, we just have a nice closet here. Again, we have adjustable shelves, and then we also have a shower rod up top, or a curtain rod up top for some of the hanging items. All the way in the rear of the van, we have our fixed bed. So this is going to be 75 inches long. We have half slide windows at either side so you can get a nice cross breeze. And then we're going to have some reading lights at the head of the bed there, as well as more uppers down the driver's side here. When it comes to ventilation, as I mentioned, we have those half slides. We also have a Nomadic 12-volt AC unit, as well as a Maxxair fan over this bathroom and dinette area. And then lastly, two C.R. Lawrence T-vent windows in the front. So those are going to have the awning style windows at the bottom. So that'll allow a nice cross breeze when you're cooking and in that dinette area. Lastly, when it comes to heating, we have an AquaHot hydronic heat and hot water system. So that's going to service our shower as well as our sink and our outdoor shower with hot water and keep the vehicle nice and warm in the winter months with the blower. Let's check out the rear. In the rear of the vehicle, we have our garage storage underneath our fixed bed. Also from this angle, you can actually check out our Froley travel system underneath the mattress, so that'll make it a little bit more comfortable back here. Both of our storage cabinets in the rear are going to be made of black hex ply. So starting over on the driver's side, we have our plumbing cabinet. That's going to house a 30-gallon freshwater tank and our AquaHot, as well as the hookup for our outdoor shower, which again will be serviced by that AquaHot. Moving over to the passenger side, we have our power systems. So in here we have 800 amp hours of lithium iron phosphate battery bank. We have a 3,000 watt inverter, and we have 200 watts of solar coming in through the top, as well as a separate strip of lighting for this garage area. Closing out this area, you'll see that we have a hard partition that's going to separate this garage area from the main living area. So what's really nice about that is if you're storing skis or anything heavy back here, it's not going to go flying down the aisle when you slam on the brakes. That wraps up this van. Again, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a tour. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.